footage of Rue. And what happened, if you guys are not familiar with the patch notes, is they actually buffed her. What they ended up doing is they front loaded her damage by putting the first couple blasts of her attack animation is more damage, but over the course of the full attack animation, it's still the same amount of damage. From an arena perspective, that's amazing because a lot of it is run and gun. You're going to be chasing him down. You're going to want to have that damage front loaded. A character with really good front loaded damage is going to be Future Princess with her attack animation in combination of being able to cancel it is really nice. So having front loaded damage is amazing, especially in an arena environment. You're going to see footage of me running with her. I think she's actually really good. I had a lot of fun playing her. This map really lends itself to Rue, in my opinion, because she's kind of this mid-range character that really counters other ranged characters. This is a ranged heavy map, so I think this is going to be a place where she really thrives. Another thing too, fire characters are really prevalent in this meta, especially with how good Camille is. He's an earth character, obviously. And then also, I think fire characters are just actually really good in general. I didn't actually run into any fire characters, but I would assume that this would be pretty tough to deal with her. If you're going to run into a fire team, you're probably going to have a bad time unless you throw in another character on your team that actually can deal with the fire characters, like another water character, for example, or just other characters that do well against water. It's going to really set you back if you're facing one of those full fire teams. But if you don't, I would say she does really good in a lot of matchups besides that fire hard counter matchup, which it should hard counter you. You're an earth character, they're fire, they have that advantage. It should just be really tough to deal with. But other than that, I would say she, especially in even matchups, she does amazing. And I think the reason why, the buff definitely helped her. So when she actually does the damage, it's really going to stick there, and you don't need that full combo to get that amount of damage. You're getting a lot of it in the beginning. But what she brings to the table here too is when charge is used, reduces damage taken by 30% for 4 seconds. So one of the most popular good accessory that's really hard to come by is Earth Necklace. And I just thought this was kind of an interesting thing that Rue brings to the table here that not many characters do. It's her and Bianca are really the only ones that really do this. She's reducing people's attack. So if you combine her with the fact that if you're lucky enough to have Earth Necklace and you're reducing their attack so they don't get their defense down and you're reducing their attack, it's one of the only ways nowadays to apply these kind of debuffs. So these characters are actually pretty interesting in that sense that it's a very unique ability that gets around this Earth Necklace thing, which I really like. Unfortunately, for the only other character that does this in Bianca, she's a water character, so she's just going to get bodied regardless because of all these Camille's anyway. So it's kind of nice that Rue actually pairs well with Camille because, you know, she's an earth character and she is buffing earth attack, which I think potentially could be the thing that really kind of stops her from being a splashable character. You're going to have to build around her, which means you're probably going to want a Camille on the team. I think they just synergize really well together, but it also really pigeonholes you into the earth element. So if you get countered, you're going to get super hard countered by a fire team because you're going to be so heavy earth wise. But in any other scenario, I think it's going to actually work out really well for you because of just how powerful she is, especially how powerful Camille is. So definitely a big fan of her. Check out the gameplay, what you guys think. I think this is really a good addition to the game. I really like it when they buff characters that are not as good. Out of all my characters here, she was definitely going to be on the hit list for a character that if a hero reset thing happened, probably would have been her. But at this point, I think she's a fun character and probably will stick around, and I'll probably just slow farm another character instead of having to, you know, hero reset her, and then if I ever want her, I'll have to level her back up or whatever. So I think these buffs are great for the game. There's definitely a lot of characters in the game that also deserve buffs like this. So after you see the gameplay, let me know down in the comments what you guys think of Rue and if you guys are going to be playing or not. And with that, guys, let's get into the gameplay.
Critical failure. System shutting down.